What up, film family? In today's video, I'm going to show you how I attempt to fix my Mamiya 6 using liquid tape. On this Mamiya 6, I shot a whole roll of 120 film color. I noticed a light leak in all the photos. It was all the same or similar. Obviously a fault with the camera and not with the developing. What I did is I ran a light in the back of the camera and I couldn't find a light leak first round. I gave it a second go with a different light and then I was able to find a small little light leak right here in this corner. I looked up some solutions online. A lot of them were suggesting just to replace the whole bellows, which would cost you about $120 to $150 depending on whether you do it yourself or the material. It would take a lot longer. So what I decided is to just go with some liquid tape. I bought this at my local hardware store. It just says Gardner Bender liquid tape. I'm going to attempt to fix this bellows with that. As you guys saw in the video, what I did is I started by putting the liquid on here and using a finer brush. I put a little bit more than needed liquid on there and then I just brushed it and pushed it towards that little divot, that little hole that's causing that light leak. And I can barely see the divot now, and I think that's where how it's working so well is that the liquid is going down into the little divot. If I put my hand over it, I can see a little bit of the light still leaking through. And I definitely think that this is what's at fault for that light leak that I have going on with this camera. So there we have it, guys. I'm pretty sure that's gonna work. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot another roll and then test it out, but I'm pretty sure that fixed this camera. It's the Mamiya 6 bellows. I only had to apply 2 coats and that was pretty simple. I'm gonna let it dry for a few hours and then I'm gonna test this camera out. Probably tomorrow, shoot a whole roll through it. I'll get back to you guys whether or not this was perfect. This is really great. I think that this is very simple. This was a $10 buy that you can get at any hardware store versus paying $150 to replace the whole thing. Also, my Mamiya C330 back there has it. So if you have these cameras, this is definitely a great tip to use versus replacing the whole bellows, especially if you want to get back to shooting sooner than later. You can always replace the bellows later on. This is definitely recommended, approved by me. I didn't see any light leaking through, so this is definitely the great fix for this. And that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment any questions, concerns. And as always, guys, let's see if I can even get this thing to fire. Okay, and as always, guys, happy shooting.